I finished high school in late November last year, and ever since then, I've wondered what my life would be like in 2026. I mean, this was something I've dreamt about for quite some time now. No longer waking up at 5 a.m., no more math paper two, no more complex biology diagrams. I thought this freedom would feel a lot more like a celebration, but it quickly became quiet. Too quiet. For context, I'm 18 now and I'm taking a gap year to see if I can really make it in professional tennis. And I started playing tennis at a young age, like most players, but the love was never really there up until I turned 15. At the time, I was getting bored of athletics, and during that time, there was a pretty big tournament happening, and I'm not sure if it was one of the. I'm pretty sure it was a Grand Slam, and I do remember my dad being very excited about it, and his excitement piqued my interest. And that same day, I decided that I was gonna pick up a tennis racket for first time in a decade, and to see how school tennis was. And I remember going on the court for the first time, but after that training session, I did find myself going back. And I remember the one time that I really got hooked was when I had my first consistent rally with another player. And at the time, like my skills were all over the place, were just not there. But I remember it like it was yesterday. Such a fresh feeling of joy and excitement. So much so that I just started laughing on the court. And from that day, I committed myself to tennis, and I never dropped a racket ever since. Then, fast forward to now. After my dad's essential help, after spectating one of my games, and then moving from coach to coach until the current two that I have now, I have improved my game a lot, drastically so. So much so that I went from the reserve of the second team at school, becoming the captain of the sport. That is something I'm genuinely proud of. So, I am dedicating this year to seeing how far I can really go by participating in more tournaments, and I really couldn't do that last year because of all the exams, assignments, assessments, and all of that. So playing any kind of external tennis was just not happening for me. And while all that is happening, I want to record the journey. I want to include you guys and spectate my progress. I can look back on it as well for myself to work on, to iterate and improve my gameplay. On a serious note though, last month was a very serious reality check for me. I had come to the realization of how much school or the structure I had at school had held my life together. And I remember I was playing Warframe one day, shout out to all my Tenno, and I realized how much free time I have in the day, how much freedom I had. And instantly, I thought of how can I fill my day so that I don't waste any time. Like it completely killed my gaming session that day. I really thought like, damn, okay, I'm not going to spend my entire gap here playing video games, thinking about what I should be doing. So I realized without that structure, I was a complete mess. I was not getting anything done. I was getting derailed so easily. I was procrastinating more. And the core thought that I have even up to now is what am I going to do with all that time? Like, yeah, I wanted to be productive, but on what? And I began to ask myself a couple of questions like what am I interested in? All these different things to try and figure out what exactly I'm going to spend my days doing. And for one, I know that I enjoy making these videos. I love the creative process behind it, thinking of each and every shot, different angle, all the different ways that I can kind of improve my storytelling and try and convey what I'm saying with the shot to really make you feel like to really feel what I'm saying. And to an extent, all these videos about people around our age who are succeeding, starting like softwares as a service, e-commerce, cold calling, and all these different business ventures. It didn't really it only helped to an extent as to like, okay, well, surely here is like things are changing and this is what I should be doing. It got to a point of information overload for me, to the point where now I was stuck in a cycle of analysis paralysis. And it's self-sabotaging. And only after that do you go back to doom scrolling away the anxiety that you feel or that I felt. I'm learning to figure out that these things take time. I definitely thought that I would be further than I am right now. I started taking action in August last year. If anything, it's just been very humbling for me. You won't achieve all your goals within 6 months. Of course, you can make substantial progress, obviously, but to achieve all the things that you have wanted, especially your big ones, you just gotta be patient. Taking time isn't an excuse to not try at all, especially if you have the means to make it happen. That's another thing. And I love the video making process. It's a feeling you can only discover for yourself when you create something that is unique to you. And I've come to understand that visibility attracts opportunity, and nothing exists until you actually do something about it. And it can only exist once it's done by you. So for any of you that are in a similar position as me, you don't know where to go, you don't know what to do with your life, taking a gap year, you're ambitious but you're stuck, just know that you're not alone, and we'll definitely figure this out together. And the routine that I've set for myself over the past month has been rather monotonous, I will say. It really just feels like it's day in and day out, over and over and over. Get up, either work, go to the gym, prioritize time with God, eat, play some video games, and then hit to bed. And it's just been like that. And it's kind of an isolating feeling to have everybody you know go to university, well, have a whole year to yourself to try and figure out something, to make something work. Kind of a self-imposed pressure that I've placed on myself, and I'm trying to enjoy the process every day, appreciate the opportunity that I have. Thank God for such understanding parents, first and foremost. But it's really just been those three pillars that I've set for myself that I will stick by throughout this year. For now, that being God, work, exercise, repeat. That's all I'll be doing. And is that it? Yeah.